In this video, we are going to take a look at a credit card problem. Sierra has a credit card which charges 30.7% interest, and this is the statement for the month of May. We are given all the transactions with the dates and the amounts. The first question asks, what is the balance at the end of May? So to find the balance at the end of May, we just simply add all the amount together. So what I do here is I input the dates and the amounts in an Excel spreadsheet, and then I just use the command sum to add all the number together. So sum, and then I just drag everything here to get the total amount, and that is $6,715, which is the answer here. So this should be the total amount. Next, we are asked to find the average daily balance for the month of May. So to find that, first thing we need to find the unpaid balance. So the first unpaid balance is just the same number, 6114, because that is the unpaid balance for the first transactions. And then for the next one, this is simply just equal to the amount that we got earlier plus the new amount, the new charge 84. And once you get that formula, you can just simply drag it down to the end. Then Excel will automatically calculate all the value of the next one. So if you click on this value, this cells here, you can see that it takes the previous amount, add to the new charge. If you click on this one, it will take the previous amount, add to the new charge. So Excel will do all the calculation for the unpaid balance at each of the dates we have here. Then now we will enter the number of the days for each unpaid balance. So from May 1st to May 4, that is 3 days, or you just simply take 4, subtract 1 to get 3. And then from 4 to 7, you take 4, 7, subtract 4, that is 3. And then from 7 to 8, just 1 day, 8 subtract 7 is 1. And from 8 to 17, you take 17, subtract 8, that is 9 days. And then from 17 to 22nd, you will take 22, subtract 17, that is 5 days. And then the last one is from May 22nd to May 31st. So we have 22nd, 23rd, 24, 25th, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31st. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days. So the last one is 10 days. So be careful. You have to take 31, subtract 22, and then add one more, because we are including the 22nd day. So that should be 10 days total. Now the last column, we will take the unpaid balance, this value, multiply to the number of days, which is this value here. So I just use equal, the command equal, and then I click on the unpaid balance, multiply to the number of days, and I just get my answer for the first one. And I do the same thing for the other rows. So I just drag this formula down to the other value. And then at the end of the day, we will have to find a total, right, for everything here. So I use a command equal sum, and I'll add everything here. You can do that by a scientific calculator, or you can just use Excel, right, with the command sum, and you get this amount. And then you also add everything here for all the days. So sum, again, we add everything, that should be 31. And then the last steps is to find the average daily balance for May. We just take the final value over here, but press equal and then take this value, divide by the total number of order days. So this value total divide by 31, press equal, and that would be this amount, 6506.35. And that is here, 6506.35. Okay, the next questions, we are asked to find how much interest is Sierra charged for May. So go back to the problem. This problem says that we have 30.7% interest. This is the annual interest rate. And because we are looking for the interest for the month of May only, so we have to take 30.7% divided by 12, right? That is the monthly interest. So I will take this amount. So converting this to decimal value is moving 2 decimal places to the left, so 0.307. This is for the entire year because we are looking for the monthly interest. So we divide this by 12. So this is the interest rate that we have to pay for the month, 1 month, or the month of May. And then to find the interest for this year, this month, May, we just take the monthly rate, we multiply to the average daily balance, this amount, and we will get the balance we have to pay for the interest, which is 166.45. That is the interest that Sierra has to pay for the month of May. Next question. Sierra's minimum payment is 1% of her final balance plus the interest charges. How much is her minimum payment for the month of May? So the first thing is we want to find the 1% of the final balance. So 1% means 0.01 multiplied by the final balance, and we got the final balance earlier, so let's multiply by that. So that is the final balance right here, right? The sum of all the amount, which is this number right here, right? The unpaid balance is right here, 6715. So we will multiply to this amount, right? And this is what we have, 67.15. So the minimum payment would be this 1% of final balance add to the interest charged for that month, right? $166.45. And that should be 233.60 cents. So that would be this answer, 233.60 cents. And then the next questions, what is Sierra's balance after making that minimum payment for that month? So this is the minimum payment, 233.60. And after we make this payment, what is the balance? To calculate the remaining balance, we take the total balance, which is the total unpaid balance, which is this one, and we subtract, we actually add to the interest first, because each month we have to pay this interest, this amount, and then we make the payment, this minimum payment, right here. So we take the unpaid balance, total unpaid balance, we add the interest, the amount of interest charged, and we subtract the minimum payments here, and that should be 6,647.85 right here. That is the remaining balance after the minimum payments. Next questions. After making her minimum payment for May, She decides that she wants to pay off her credit card over the next 9 months. How much should she pay each month in order to do that? Assuming that she makes no more charges, so no new transactions. What should be the monthly payment? So for this problem, this part here, we are going to use the TI Raffing calculator to help you with this monthly payment. So we use the apps and finance, and we are going to use the TVM solver. So app, finance, and TVM solver. Now in this question, we want to pay off in 9th month. So I enter the number of the month 9, and the interest rate is 30.7%. The present value is 6647.85. This is the amount that we have at the moment. And then the future value, we want that to be 0 because we want to pay off everything by the end of the 9th month. And then this is 12 payments a year, right? So monthly, so we put 12 and 12 here. And this is the monthly payment. So if I click the alpha and then solve, I'll get this number, right? Let's just clear that. Then let's do it again. Alpha, solve. And that means each month we have to pay $836.32 in the next 9th month here to pay off this car. And now, including the monthly payment for May, how much has Sierra paid to the credit card company by the time her car is paid off? Well, so we can do this one easily. We know that she has to pay this amount in the next 9th month, right? So we take $836.32, we multiply the next 9th month, including the monthly payments that she make during the month of May. And during the month of May, she make the minimum payment for $233.60. So we add to that amount, and that is $7,760.48 for the total amount, right? By the time that she pay off everything. So how much of this amount was interest? So this is the total amount that she paid to the credit card company at the end after everything. So we take this amount, right? We subtract to the initial amount that she borrowed and the initial unpaid balance. Remember, we have the unpaid balance, right? That is that value. Or we can look back in the beginning. What is the balance at the end of May? So if we add everything up, that is the initial value, 6715. So we take what she paid, subtract for this initial amount, 6715. So this is the extra amount of money that she has to pay when she borrowed the money. So that is $1,045.48.